Thank you very much, Miss Kathy, for that wonderful introduction. Although it still doesn't make up for the day when you told me I was going to be valedictorian. I remember because Miss Kathy over there came to me in class. She came to see me and asked me out of class, right? And she asked, with a stern look on her face, "Do you have something to tell me?" And at first I was taken aback and confused because why is she here? Like, what did I do? And then she says it again, "Do you have anything to tell me?" And I'm like, no. Is there anything I didn't tell her? What doesn't she know? But after about 2 seconds of staring at her face, confused and scared, she must have noticed the fear in my face because the next thing she said was, "Congratulations, you're valedictorian." It took me a few seconds to process her words, and between me and you, I almost dropped to the ground from excitement and relief, although a bit more of relief. Thank you very much, Ms. Kathy. So, good afternoon, parents, teachers, the wonderful student development staff that have helped bring me to this point, and most importantly, you, the May 2017 graduates. I stand here today honored to have been chosen as this graduating class's valedictorian, so thank you for this amazing opportunity. So, I'll begin my speech with a little story about the beginning of my journey at CIC. As Ms. Kathy said, I got to CIC October 2014. I was a small kid who had never been away from my parents before. It was terrifying. For the first few days, I questioned why my parents would want me halfway around the world. I was a student who was always eager to learn, but would rather learn with no one else in the class with me. I disliked having to speak in public and tried to keep to myself as much as possible. I was never one to be overly involved in extracurriculars, sports, and so on. And I know it may seem far-fetched, but in the 3 years I've spent at CIC, I have changed from that small, little, shy boy who would never be able to stand in front of you all, delivering a speech, to the person I am today, standing here on this podium speaking to you. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, what was the point of my story? The point I am trying to make is that I, like most of you today, have changed from the person they were when they first started CIC and now. This means that not only did we make it through this journey, we kept open minds throughout. Today, as you look left and right, you will not see little children who are leaving their parents for the first time, but rather mature men and women ready to take the leap into adulthood. Today, we are here to celebrate each of us beginning a new phase of our life. Some of us are going to university, others are going to college, and maybe a few are taking a gap year. But regardless of what you're doing, be proud. Be proud because you've made it this far. Be proud of your goals and aspirations. Be proud of yourself enough not to care what others think. Be brave. Be the person you want to be. Go for the degree you want. Don't let fear of mistakes stop you from doing your very best. Like the Fresh Prince, Will Smith, said in an interview about his experience skydiving, the best things in life are on the other side of terror. What you're most afraid of may very well be the best experience of your life. So make the mistakes you need to make and accept that the past cannot be changed, but the future is yours to build. Be the architect of your own path. Create your own plans, select the best foundations, make the best of whatever you have, and I bet you will surpass whatever goal you set. Be your own role model. Set an example for yourself and disregard negative influence from others. Do what you want because it is what you want to do. Be who you want to be because at the end of the day, it is your life. And have fun each step of the way because if you don't, what's the point? So, be strong. You will be faced with many obstacles that may make you want to give up or leave you feeling helpless. You might have goals you couldn't meet, classes you didn't get A's in, even extracurriculars you did not make it to. But your perseverance in the face of adversity will always yield results that will be cause for celebration. So be strong, and remember that in every bad situation, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Be strong because you know that you have the support of your friends and family. Be strong because no one else will do it for you. Barack Obama, the man I consider to be my best friend, despite the fact that I have not met him, once said, "If you're walking down the right path and you're willing to keep walking, eventually you will make progress." Be you. Be natural. Don't let anyone ever make you feel that being you is not good enough. Don't change who you are in an attempt to please others. Be original, because your originality will be your stepping stone and proof of your success. We are the generation that will change the perspective of a world that is filling with hate. We are a generation that will create a world where fear-mongering is no longer used as a political strategy. A world where a person's religion, gender, or race is not used as a tool to justify inequality. Where people are able to reach their full potential regardless of what country they come from. A world where a political figure does not win an election by dividing a country in half, all the while justifying his actions as a way to make the country great again. A world where you're not afraid to be yourself. Now, I know it might seem scary. The thought of being away from the protection of your family and friends into a world that might seem like it's broken. But today, I will tell you this. It is not broken. It is not broken because we refuse to let it. We will be the future lawyers, doctors, philosophers, even presidents that will surpass each and every milestone and goal that the previous generation could not. Each and every one of us here, we are the future. We are the ones who get to dictate how we live. We are the ones who will work towards a future where the Syrian crisis would never have happened because we did not allow it to ever begin. My mom, the woman who has supported me unfailingly since I began school here at CSE, she's over here today. She's always pushed me to be a better person than I can ever dream I could be. Always reminding me to be brave and be the best I can be because it would always be enough. And I cannot express in words how grateful I am for that. She is and always has been an inspiration for me. And without her, I don't think I would have made it this far. Every time I go to her or my dad with a grade in math that I felt wasn't high enough, or a goal that I just barely didn't meet, they would always remind me that I make them proud every single day, that everything I have done up until this point has been worth it. My parents, like most of yours here today, have and always will want the best for us. Without them, we would not have made it this far. And regardless of the disagreements and the occasional fights, they have our backs. So go through this journey knowing you have their full support each step of the way. So I'll end my speech with another quote by Barack Obama because, well, he's Barack. One that I feel that we need to remember as we make the choices that will determine our lives. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change we seek. Thank you very much.